Alrighty guys, welcome on back to some more Avowed. Last time we completed all the trials in Nakukubel and were given a choice. Destroy Nakukubel to stop the Dream Scourge, or stop the Dream Scourge for good in this area, but risk killing hundreds of people. As you can see, I chose to destroy Nakukubel. I didn't want to kill people, which means I did unfortunately have to side with the Inquisitor, but one day I'll be back for you. Now it wants us to go back to speak to Tamirti in Thirdborn. I have a feeling this is going to progress us to the next area, but of course before we go there I will make sure to grab the rest of the relics and the star medal in this area. See, all these people are alive.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Someone snuck up there when he was sleeping and slit his throat.
Oh.
Damn! I wonder what he did to deserve that.
I bet
What?
he despised them.
So, a couple episodes ago, I completed this side quest where you had to find this guy's friends, convince him to come drink with them, and I found out later that he actually was trying to kill them. And so, if you had found that earlier, you could have convinced them to all come back, and then you could have chose to poison him. To stop him from killing the other people. But it looks like that the lady that was concerned about him poisoning her actually found out that he killed him. I want to see if there's a way to get up there. I don't know. I don't know how to get up there. I want to go see if he has his body's up there and I might be able to loot something.
Mages are unpredictable.
There's supposed to be a way you can, like, climb a ladder of some kind around here to get up there. But it looks like you'd have to be up there, which I can't get to. Maybe it is this way. Definitely not, because that is death. Oh well. Nothing I'm gonna worry about right now, because at the end of the day my choices are stuck. I didn't think it was a super big deal. Oh my god, it's right here. I thought it'd be on the outside. I didn't think it'd be on the inside. Let's go see, see if we find something up here. Oh no, that's the kid. Wait, right? Yeah, poor guy. I guess they moved the body up here. Dang. If I'd come up here sooner, it wouldn't have ended like that. Oh well.
The ruins? What happened? I heard them fall to rubble. It comes, it sings, it dreams of war and blood and smoke and... Did you have a hand, Envoy? You've lost any right to my trust, Envoy. It's gone like spring, gone like the green, gone into the dark. Ruins break into bones, they do. They make a necklace, a collar of time. We choke and die. I'm sorry, I think I need a moment. Smoke and rhyme, we are losing time.
Oh no.
I think she's already slipping away from us. We've got to stop this plague, Envoy.
I did not expect this.
Sing black, sing silver.
Oof, it's
Songs
bad.
of permission. Yes, yes, go. Yes, leave.
A butterfly emerges, a dream of peace.
Dang, it got her bad, huh? Alright, well, it wants us to enter Galwain's Tusk, but first, we got a couple things to knock out. We only have 3 more. At the bottom of an oasis, the sapphire... Okay, so I kept seeing... There's an oasis, like, There's Sand Sea Oasis right there. It's like right here, though. This Thirdborn Oasis, it's got to be, like, underwater here. Let's see if we can find it. Because there's this checkpoint here, but there was nothing here when we came here the first time. Besides some enemies and, like, a person talking to us. So let's see. This is a pretty deep oasis right here. Oh, yeah. This has got to be it. Sword. Another chest. Oh, swim up fast, swim up fast, swim up fast. Really? I really would have thought it would have been here. Oh well. Are there any other ones that seem pretty simple? Flame Scarred Town. Yeah. I was there too. Because that would be like right, it's probably like right here, isn't it? Ooh, that's a hike too. Well, let's try running over there, see if we can find it. That's crazy. I mean, these are places that I thought they would be at, but never found anything. So let's see. I'll run over here, and if I can't find it, we'll be back whenever we do find something. Because that's the town. Ooh, that's death if I jump down. Yeah, it's not something to live right there. This seems like a good spot to fall down. This is definitely the Cave of Mystery. There's no way this isn't. Hello, let me in. I can't see anything right there. Okay, there we go.
So many blooms.
You're infected.
Bloom with them.
Yep.
I hope this
There's one. There's the amethyst eye.
that artifact we found.
Well, time to go look for the other two. This, I guess this is in a different oasis, so I will, be back when I can find it. So, this is the other oasis right here. I didn't think this would be it, because this was used for a side quest, but let's see. Yep. It's kind of dumb. I think it should have definitely been in the unused one, but maybe that was too close to the start. Last one's the Emerald Eye, and I actually looked this one up. I never would have found this one. Not in a million years. It's like up here. So I have to figure out a way to get up here and then like parkour up on top of a pillar. So let's travel to this party camp. Stopit will probably talk to us whenever we have to leave, though. Or Yachtley talks to us as soon as we get here.
Before anything else, I need a word with you. Of course, I understand the impulse of wanting to save those in Thirdborn.
You understand the impulse? Where's this going?
But think of all that we lost. Because of you and that monster. Again, I understand the impulse, Envoy. But you must think of future generations.
Did you really just say think of the children to justify killing?
I've heard enough. Even Ludwig wouldn't go that far.
Ludwig is a fool. Her brain has rotted away with the rest of her. We have no reason to believe that the Dream Scourge has been stopped, by the way. It certainly hasn't stopped Dream Scourge from appearing everywhere else in the Living Lands.
Then maybe we turn a few more of these ruins into heaps of rubble. I can't see anything good that's come out of them.
Maybe stop talking while you're ahead.
Years of lost history found, just in time to be erased by two Adiran fools. I suppose I thought you were smarter than this. How disappointing. Reengrim knows more about the Dream Scourge than the dead woman burning down homes.
I hate to say it, Yatsley, but we're not changing anyone's mind today. Let's talk later. Just the two of us.
Fine, fine. You're right. It's done. Let's just focus on getting to the garden.
You know what, Yatsley? You are right. And you're gonna be off the team. The fact that I can heal with her... Oh, I didn't notice their portraits changed. That's cool. The fact that I can heal with Yada is just way better than Yatsley's bomb.
How could they? Beloved that you are, and still they bared their fangs. We blessed the Tabaru Sinakis, and they prick us in return. Roots like a wall, we only meant to protect. We thrashed against the blinding light to keep the Akita safe. We never wanted this. So many seedlings lost. We grieved, but we saved many. The burned queen. She hurt us, hurt our people. She did this. Yet still the branches swipe. We mourn, we could not be to blame. They should have shared our love. Their spite? This we could not foresee. But you are here. A green shoot after the fire. You would not raise your hand against us. Freedom from the garden. A lamp to light our way. Sleep now. Dream of golden poppies on the road ahead.
Okay. Welcome back, Giada. Great, her stuff saved. Okay, so I need to go, like, up there to get this. So I gotta figure out, is it really just as easy as climbing this right here? Because this would be the easiest totem that I've had to fix so far. Yep, it was that easy.
I'll wager those artifacts you found fit
Restore
together
the
somehow.
eyes. Yep, I will restore the eyes as soon as I figure out where this star medal is. Yeah, the location of this one's kind of annoying. And I saw something, and I should have kept exploring, but I was so ready to be done with this side quest. It's over by the abandoned mine. Like, when we got to Ruanga's camp, you just keep going. And I fast traveled out of there too fast. So, let's see what's over there. Okay. Yeah, so we go up this way, we go back inside the abandoned mine, we climb back up to Ruanga's camp, but instead of going into her, like, hidey hole, we just don't. Like, you keep going, and that's what's infuriating. Because I saw it, and I might have even pointed it out, but I didn't actually go there. Go up here, jump across, climb up. So Ruanga's right here. We talked to her. We said, hey. Ooh. Oof. She left. And then I saw this, and even, like, again, I don't know if I acknowledged it or just saw it. And I just didn't go climb it. And apparently, if I just keep following this path, it will eventually lead there. The better question is, where is it going? Oh, was it back that way? I mean, I might be able to make that jump. All I saw was that it was in her camp, in these abandoned mines. So I was just up there, didn't lead to anything. Let's try this way. That's just a wild pig. Okay, that's exactly where we were just at. Let's see about this way. It's up here somewhere. Yep. It's a fragment of star metal right there. Awesome. Well, that looks like that's about it for this area. There was no treasure maps here, and if there were, I just didn't find any, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let's go ahead and head into this camp, talk to our party members, upgrade our materials, and then get ready to head on to the next area. Let's see about the new totem.
Cannot be a god? This is preposterous.
Yes. But have you seen what has passed before? The most preposterous things are always true. A god unbound to us. What does it feel? What does it think? It fascinates us.
It is not one of us. We must be sure of its intent.
Intent. Action. We do not hear a melody in this god's motives. It is a neophyte, plinking how it will.
Am I to believe it is ignorant of its power?
Even a child at play steps on ants in the garden.
Just this once, I wish you would make sense. If we cannot quantify this god, we cannot be sure that it will not challenge us one day.
Parry before the lunge, then.
I will not act now, but I will watch and wait. I will not brook another Wodaka, from outside or within.
I could roast a Balrog.
Let's see. Critical hits deal high random accumulation. Second wind, cash out and beyond. Plus 5% crit chance. Plus 2 intellect. Activating a level 15 or level 20 ability grants plus 5 damage. I'm not using any of those. And restoring essence also restores. That is awful.
The energy coming
This one was increase your damage. Wow, that was really good for this area. Plus 2 con, plus 2 dex. I mean, that's just a way better totem. What was this one? This one was intellect and resolve, but the companions, yeah, this schemer's offering
Never thought I'd be going back.
just
to
seems like a way
Tusks.
better ability. I can't enchant anything there. Let's see about leveling up our gear, shall we? Yeah, I can finally take it up, huh? Let's go ahead and increase our last light. This is a bad arquebus. I won't be using it anyways. Caves coal. Oh, yeah. Convert it all. Yep, convert all that. Convert that. Convert it all. There's just no reason not to. Unfortunately, I do not have enough Awakened Daedra, though. But I can increase last light of day. All the way to max before I even go to the next area. Oh, one away from max. Rats. Well, Carrick's Pride needs one more to level up, so that's great. Going into the next area. Let's see. Do I have anything I can store? I should dismantle that. Whoa! Whoa!
Burns.
What did I think I got that with one of the eyes. That's just the better version of Blackwing gloves. Tricks +1 crit chance, but plus 25% damage. Wow. I didn't even notice when I got that. Dismantle everything. Wow, that's a solid weapon. Well, let's go ahead and talk to all of our friends.
Can we talk a moment? I wanted to pick your brain about Shatterscarp. The ruins of Naku Kubel predate civilization as we know it. We had so much to learn from them. But the Steel Garrote care nothing for the past. Only the future, as long as it's under their thumb. I'm not saying it was an easy decision, or that you should have acted differently. The fact remains that we played into our enemy's hands, and what did we get in return? We delayed the inevitable. Better than nothing, I suppose, though not by much. I'm holding you to that. Maybe there's no right answer to any of this. Maybe all we can do is keep going, leaving chaos in our wake. I just wish the world and its problems would leave us alone. Even for a moment. Give us time to focus on our mission. Ourselves. As do I. We both deserve a little peace. And if the world will not give it to us, then we'll just find it in each other. While I have your ear, can I ask you one more question? Something about Inquisitor Ludwig has been getting to me. She seemed eager to distinguish your Adiran loyalty from your nature as a godlike, as though the two are incompatible. She believes you can be loyal to your country or to your nature, but not both. Do you find that unusual? Indeed, it does. It's just... When you agreed to destroy the ruins, Ludwig was surprised, as though she didn't believe you would do the right thing. Ludwig clearly respects you, but I don't believe she trusts you. Anyway, that just had me thinking. Could be nothing, or could be something. Time will tell. Get some rest. You deserve a nap. For that matter, so do I. You too.
Envoy, we need to discuss what you did in the ruins. You destroyed something that was... I'm trying to remain calm. I have to remember that you had a reason for what you did. Nothing infuriates me more than to do what Ludwig wants, but... I'm not unhappy with what you did. Those ruins were literally priceless. They had real Echidans in there. Think of how far my research would have shot forward. But we would have had to sacrifice so many for it. And I can't say that's a fair trade. Usually I know the right answer. It's obvious. Here, though... Of course. Because a common reaction to being set upon by dream thralls is to placate another monster.
Leaving your home behind isn't easy. It's for the best sometimes, but it's never easy.
All right. I understand. I'm sorry, Envoy. This is my life's work. And that skeletal maniac attacked my home. I'm just a little more raw than I thought. It's all right. I think you've earned a bit of trust from me. Things have been... unreal. We spoke to actual ancient Echidans in the ruins. I was able to ask questions and get answers. And it's all thanks to you and your weird god, Sapadal, was it? Oh, big fan. But to go through the trials ourselves? Oh, could we be any luckier? Fascinating. I can't imagine what it was like to grow up a godlike with no god. I'm glad you got answers, sweetheart. Well, I have to start writing this all down before I forget. But do return if you think of any other juicy details. Don't let the bedbugs bite, dearie. I've been trying to sort my thoughts since we left her domain. We met Ringrim. The Ringrim. Master illusionist of the Circle of Archmagi. And we impressed her? She even offered to make me her apprentice. As smart as you are, Envoy, I sometimes forget that you are still a layperson. It doesn't feel real, but it is. Oh, Handra's titties. What am I going to do? If I take the apprenticeship, I'll have to leave Quilici and Fjord. And what about my study of the Godless? I've spent my whole life with them. I'm not a kid anymore. I can't do everything all at once. There are only 26 hours in a day. I love my life as it is now.
What?
Exploring as I wish and coming home to open arms and a warm bed. I don't want to give that up. But this is something I never even dreamed of. But it's big. It won't leave room for much else. And I'm too old to... Oh, Envoy. What would you do?
Hold on, pause. Is 26 hours real in this universe and I just didn't know? Or is she crazy?
True. No one else is exactly excited to pick up that torch. One day, I could even have an entire treatise, so that their story lives on, long after me. Or maybe I'll get my own apprentice. Leave them to do the tedious writing while I do all the fun stuff. Thank you, dearie. I can't promise I'll act on it, but I really appreciate the advice. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to write a letter to Quilici. He'll never believe me.
So, we found a map to the garden. Now we see how accurate those ancient godless cartographers could possibly be. Not sure how helpful that map will be, really. There's probably a reason no one's been to the garden in centuries. No one I'm aware of. Legend says the founder of Solace went there once, but there's no proof. I figure either it's a complete dud and there's nothing really there, or we all lose our minds the second we show up. Either way, was it worth it? Who knows? I get it, those visions, or whatever you're having, must be really disturbing. But how do you know they won't just get worse? I guess that's not my problem, really. My job is to keep you alive, whether you've got a god in your head or not. Just don't do anything stupid, all right? Anyway. Pleasant dreams.
Well, Maurice says a little bit more for me.
Listen, that back there in the ruins, that was a lot. I know you passed 3 trials, but I'm not sure what that means exactly. Huh. I mean, weren't you talking to them already? It's not that I didn't enjoy tromping around in the ancient death trap, getting bossed around by spirits and all that. But I really do hope this was the last time. That kind of humidity does terrible things to my beard. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading. Let's not do that again. Let's stay out of Archmage's domains from now on. Sure, we made it out alive, but That outcome felt out of my hands more than I'd like. Right. I'm trying. All I'm good at is surviving, under specific conditions that make sense to me. When things don't make sense, what am I supposed to do? Just hope it all works out? Right. I wish I'd thought of that. Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there. Time to curl up with some jerky and a few swigs of Wodak. Anyway. If I'm
We done talking to everyone? Looks like it. Let's see if Sapodil has anything for us. No. Okay, well, it's finally time to go to Galawain's Tusk. This should be the final area. The garden might actually be its own area. I'm not too sure. But as for a main area, this is a lot I didn't explore. But I don't think you can. I think it's just a mountain all the way around it. So let's go ahead and head on over to the entrance. Alright, to Galawain's Tusk, and it was in fact this big archway I saw very early. Oh, these guards are gonna be mad, huh? But I guess stop me and say, there's no passing. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, Daiko. Oh, shoot. Oh, heck. Are they gonna...
Safe travels to you.
No? So what is... Cool. Don't let me do anything with them. Goodbye. Off to Galawain's Tusks. And let's get our usual dialogue.
Well, that parting is probably the closest Ludwig gets to friendly. I'm not looking forward to our paths crossing again.
Frankly, I'll take any opportunity we get to ruin.
And here's the
Ludwig's day.
awful lag in between areas.
I'll say this
That's
much
just
for the Inquisitor.
terrible.
She's stubborn, like a rat. And we gave her everything she wanted.
I'd say we shouldn't stay on her bad side, but I'm not sure she has any other sides.
You know her better than any of us. What's your read? My vote's on a pack of small, enthusiastic dogs. Wait, was that an if?
Well, the joke's on her in any case.
Sorry,
Ludwig
Yotzler,
won't
you're
get very
infected
far
this
without
time.
That map. She'll be scratching her skull.
Somehow, I don't think she'll let that stop her for long.
And Ludwig definitely strikes me as someone who doesn't leave food on her plate.
I believe it. And we'll cross that bridge with you when we get to it.
Ludwig and her steel garrote have the numbers and the power. But we have spunk and a map. And that might just be enough to find the garden before she does.
We're all competing for the same thing. A place we barely understand, with no guarantees of what we'll find there. Still, I am determined to reach the garden, above all else.
Ugh, that's just a pile of Sokka. Generally, debatable, but about the garden, definitely. You won't find a blessed a thing. This wild beetle chase of yours is a Padraku waste of time. To get to the garden, you have to go through Galawain's Tusks. The land is made of lava and acid. It wants to eat you alive.
So it's tough odds. We've gotten this far together.
Tough odds is an extra Zarb jumping in at the last minute. This is a long trek, on foot, through a land that can barely support life. I don't have to be a Blessed Day Oracle to know this won't go how you think it will.
Well, someone's got to do something about the Dream Scourge at the very least.
And it has to be you, because a voice in your head said so. What do you know about Sapodil? How do you know you can trust them? That's good for you. What about the rest of us, huh? Will your secret god bring us all back, or just you?
What's on your mind, Marius? What bothers you so?
Marius.
Because I can scream until I'm blue in the face, and you people would still rather trust the Envoy's pet headache demon. And now you want to drag us through the deadliest region in the world because a sleeping god said so. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm done here. Do whatever blessed planning you want to do. You don't need me for that.
Let's just take a breath, Marius. You don't mean that.
Nope. I said what I said. Come get me when it's time to go.
Poor Marius. Something's really rattled him.
I've never seen Marius like this. Something's going on with him, but I don't know what.
Be gentle with him. Or if not gentle, understanding.
Well, hopefully Marius will be okay soon. We have to get going if we want to get to the garden before Ludwig.
We won't get far unless we look after each other. Now's your chance.
I know what you're gonna say. Marius, you need to slow down. Think about your feelings. Well, I don't want to think about my feelings. So just let me be alone for a bit. It is. And it isn't. I'm not sure what it is, really. Just the thought of going back to Galawain's Tusks makes my heart feel like it's going to explode. I sweat. My ears ring. I can't breathe. When it seems like we're really heading there, I feel like I'm dying. Right. Thanks. I understand not wanting to go back, but why can't I just thinking about it makes me feel ill. I need some time alone, Envoy. I need to get some rest. I'll be ready to go when the time comes.
I haven't been using Marius, but I still like him as a character. Oh, I have unspent skill points. I didn't realize I leveled up. Must have happened right there. Awesome. Well, that's all my things for Ranger. So let's go ahead and keep doing the staggering shot. Does more stun damage. And then I finally have another skill point. So let's go ahead and put that in. My perception's at a 6 right now. Resolve's a little low, so let's go ahead and crank Resolve. And let's start exploring. Let's see if we can't find that first. Already getting some gear. Whoa! I don't think I want to be fighting that yet. Oh well, I'm going to, I guess. Oh, hello, Stone Eagle. Always bugs indeed.
Keep the rest of
I totally forgot that's a heal. I was so used to using Yacht Sleep. I went to do an attack right there. Great. Already getting some new loot. Now let's check this map out. The Writhing Ruins. The Sallow Steppe. Solace Keep. And it wants us to find the entrance to the garden first. So it wants us to find the entrance, and I'm assuming we can't get in. So we have to go up to the Solace Keep, which is the town for this area. Seems very, very vertical in this map, which isn't usually like that. So, looks like it's here on the map. I would bet that when we get a DLC for this game, if we get a DLC for this game, it's gonna be right here. There's no way they gave us plains, swamp, desert, lava, mountains, but they didn't give us snow. So I would bet anything that's where it's gonna be. And this is probably the garden, if the garden doesn't just count as being inside Galawain's Tusk. Awesome. Well, I saw our first party camp over here, so let's go ahead and swing back around to that. See if any of these guards are going to stop us as we're going.
Quiet, you. Not our voices.
Does this amuse you, seeing your kin caged like beasts?
No true kin would desert Solace. All we have are our oaths to Nandru, You broke them.
I've seen punishment for deserting the military, but a settlement.
The damn oaths again. You might as well be the one in chains. Our founder, Nandru, didn't intend for his people to starve. I'd bet you my kidneys he didn't build Solace Keep so we can die of starvation in it. No, he would have wanted us to live.
Honestly, I don't care anymore. I'm getting too hungry to even think.
That's not for you to decide. Mahala's going to make an example of them before more make a run on the gates.
You're an obedient little soldier, but you're not a smart one. You just told the outsider everything.
Quiet. We'd appreciate it if you would leave. This is Pagrunan business.
Yeah, don't need a blessed outsider pretending they know anything. Move along.
Can't imagine why you even set foot here. These are Pagrunan lands, last I checked.
Meaning mind your tongue and your judgment while you're here, outsider. These folk have done much to deserve their cages. Strange that you think we'd care about your opinion. Saka, get out of here.
And you assholes need to feed us.
There's no food. We barely have decent meals ourselves. Why waste any of it on people who won't stay and fight?
Saka, don't tell the outsider that. These bastards wanted to abandon the keep.
Fine. Anything to be done looking at you. Follow the main road north and then east. You'll find some dirt paths to follow after you hit the cliffs. Now mind your business.
Why are the Russian accents being portrayed so mean? Our first party camp. Something purple up there too. Let's go ahead and rest here and talk to our 3 companions. Not Yatsley. Hello, Marius.
Envoy, last time I was here, I was fully convinced I'd never be back. The Tusks seem harsh and unforgiving, but I learned to survive here. Don't worry, I'll make sure you do too. I left Solace under the cover of darkness, through an exit only me and a friend of mine knew about. More importantly, I left without permission, which means I more or less exiled myself. I did. Might come a time when I'm ready to talk about it. You'll see when we get there. Solace isn't the most welcoming place, even to those who live there. Anyway. What do you want to talk about? I promise you've never spent time anywhere like this. I have tips that might even be news to you. First rule in Galawain's Tusks is to be grateful for every breath. The air itself is poisonous here, if you breathe enough of it. Don't overexert yourself, and keep your heartbeat slow. A wet cloth over your mouth and nose will help. Remember that this place wants to kill you at all times. Act like your every step is putting you in danger. And make sure to clear your eyes, ears, and nose every now and then. Ash builds up faster than you'd expect. Solid apartments. For you. Let's lock. Right. You too.
Weird. I thought that was gonna give us the training option, but I guess not.
We're on the precipice of something magical. You can feel it, can't you? The garden is within our grasp. All we need now is the courage and wisdom to brave the unknown. Your confidence is refreshing. I almost hate to ask, but are you afraid of what's to come? I'm not judging, just curious. You've certainly faced it enough times. I believe, for the first time in ages, that I am not afraid. I used to care so much about discovery, invention, achievement. But deep down, I was afraid. Afraid that I wasn't living up to my potential. You've been paying attention. Since we met, everything I believed has been proven wrong. That the island can be controlled. That I alone can fix it. Even my parents. Gods. They really had no idea what they were doing. Just like me. And look how that turned out. I'm so tired of being afraid. I need to accept my limitations or embrace them. Even if I'm wrong again, that's part of the journey. I have no idea where it leads. And for the first time, it's fine. Perfectly fine. Did I? Huh. I don't know what I expected. Feels nice. Glad I could get that off my chest. We have bigger problems to worry about, but I appreciate these little moments. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that. If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
Yeah, I want to teach.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education.
I'm not taking
If there's
intelligence.
anything you've been dying to learn from an animancer?
Yeah, let's do will. Because I'm not doing sharpening my mind.
Gladly. You should have seen my thesis defense. I called the governor an intellectual void, an ooze in the form of man. Now, let's begin. You, drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention? Really? What's the last thing I said? Well, aren't you the clever one? No harm done, of course. I don't mind if you catch a few winks. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind. Pleasant dreams.
+2 resolve. Great. Kai, what you got?
Rawatayans love to boast about how barren and rugged our homeland is. But we've got nothing on the Pargrunan living here. I can't fault your optimism, but would you think that if this was the only landscape you ever saw, day in and day out? According to Marius, his people are forbidden from ever leaving the Tusks.
I did tell you that, didn't I? Must have been drunk.
I'm all for pulling together, but that's just oppressive.
You're not alone. A lot of people in Solace would agree with you.
Exactly. It's not a home if you have to lock people in it. Rawatai has a similar problem. Between the constant storms and the rocky soil, the land's never supported us easily. So, many of us find work as sailors and mercenaries. We explore the world as soldiers or as part of a trade mission. We venture out. We're encouraged to. Yeah, strength through striving. Everyone in the Living Lands faces struggle. But people choose that, and usually to escape something worse. Forcing people into a lifetime of hardship for the sake of principle or tradition is a different matter entirely. Night, Envoy.
Perfect. Well, I still don't know how to get Marius to train us, but let's see if Sapado has anything for us before we call it. Yep, there she is.
Skins in the dark. The mountains shift in unknowable shapes. The sulfur scalds. We do not like to linger in this place. The rule of the wilds. What will they do to gain such victory? Beast of treachery smells you. It stalks you across the land. A sword for a settlement, the scorpion promises to protect. Rose today,
thorn tomorrow. Friend or foe, the branches shake. Another time, a distant ache. A hidden strike, a bond bleeds in silence. Have your hands known this? An oak everlasting. Why? A certain spring. The bloom always succeeds the frost. The storm blows, others falter. What good is a vow if it can break? Trust. We have learned much. Dream of dandelions with two heads.
I will be dreaming of dandelions with two heads just for you, Sapadil. Well, with that, I think that's a good place to wind things down. A lot of dialogue in this one, but that was just moving on to the Tusks. So in the next one, we will go ahead and keep exploring and see if we can't make it to the garden and then perhaps the city. Start picking up some of those side quests. I will see you guys in the next one.